Hi, and welcome to Makeup for Mother of the Bride or Mother of the Groom, or maybe you're a mature bride, or maybe you're a grandma. This is special occasion makeup for a more mature skin. And this is part 2 because I felt eyes needed their own part. And now this is how to achieve beautiful skin so you look beautiful close up in people's faces, but you also look amazing in photograph. And again, from part 1, I have 2 different eyes, one that is a little bit more natural, but still very polished and pretty, and one that's a little bit bigger and darker. You get to decide, but today, this is all about how to wear beautiful makeup so that you are beautiful in person for all of those guests in your face, but also beautiful in photograph. Please subscribe. It really helps grow my channel. It helps support me and my time. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist, and these videos are very time consuming. So if it's not financially worth my time, I can't continue to do it because I'm a real working makeup artist. I have a TV show this week, and next week I'm in Wilmington for a huge Fox TV show, and I'm constantly working. I'm doing weddings here and there. I mean, I'm busy. So to fit YouTube in, to fit TikTok in, to fit Instagram in is extremely time consuming. I'm giving you all of my top tips for free. You know, yeah, I might sell a little beauty counter on the side for those who want it, but I don't cram it down anyone's throat. Yeah, I might sell a little bit of, I love to talk about my mob beauty, but I'm not even using that in the video today. So you get it. I'm really here to grow my YouTube, to educate women over 40, and I'm so glad you're here for special occasion makeup on the mature woman. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my page, Clean Beauty Babe. I am Michelle Spieler, an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I have worked in Hollywood industry. I'm now on the East Coast, still doing the industry type work, TV, film, commercial, print, corporate video, and weddings. And so this is part 2 of Mother of the Bride makeup, Mother of the Groom makeup, grandma of the family, or a mature bride. And I've done 2 different eyes in my first part 1 because I think it's really important to completely devote an entire video to eyes. It's very important to do eyes well on a mature eye. And again, many women over 50 have hooded eyes. Mine's becoming more hooded by the day. And I address all of that, and I think it needed its separate video. Equally as important as eyes and doing eyes correctly on a mature woman is skin. Nobody wants to look cakey and textured and gross and ugly close up. Nobody. So if you're here, subscribe. It would really help me to grow my channel and grow this amazing community of women over 40. I'm here to help. I'm so passionate about teaching women over 40. And this is a video you asked for. I had several women reach out and go, help, I have a wedding coming up. I didn't like my trial, or I can't find a makeup artist that can do mature skin. There is a difference. There is a difference. Let's not kid ourselves. So I did a few weddings this month, and I work with my friend Carla Durbin. She's incredibly gifted hair and makeup wedding artist. She brings me along to do the moms and the bridesmaids, which I love. And I found a system that works so well, that makes their skin look so beautiful close up, that looks gorgeous in photo. And when they hop out of my chair, they're squealing and they feel so beautiful, and everyone around them is going, oh my gosh, you look amazing. And they're like, can you come home with me? And that's a sign of a happy woman, okay? So first and foremost is skin prep. You absolutely have to wear skincare before you get in the makeup artist chair. Do not rely on the makeup artist for your skincare. I personally carry some really safe, real general type skincare just to hydrate the skin real fast for women who are like, oh, I forgot to moisturize. But you never know what they have in their kit. You don't know how old it is. You don't know how you're gonna react to it. And you don't wanna be trying brand new skincare on such an important day. So put your own skincare on. Then what I highly recommend is, actually while I talk to you, I'm gonna do a little bit of this Dermablend. I just bought it, it was highly reviewed. It is called the Makeup Primer Pore pore saver, okay? As we get older, our pores get bigger. And I don't know about you, but there's been times where I've worn certain formulas and a couple hours later, I have all those polka dots on my nose because the makeup is showing in the pores, but it rubbed off the skin, and that's ugly. And nobody wants that on such an important day. So I've been using this on elderly women, older women, mature, women over 40. I would use this probably on anyone oily too. Anyone who had larger pores, it's like, it blends like butter. But I go through anywhere that has pores and texture. Okay, I don't know about you, but I have some pores all around my nose and mouth. Definitely my chin, okay? Oh my gosh, already? Oh, you should see in this mirror. Oh my gosh, it just looks like I'm airbrushed. So you wanna let that sit for a few minutes. That's why I wanted to put this on real quick. Again, I bought this with my own money. It is Dermablend. I got it at Ulta. It is Pore Saver, and it got incredible reviews from people who are really oily. It's like a 24-hour wear primer. It really grips the makeup and it holds it in place, okay? So what you might want to do before you get in that makeup artist chair, totally up to you, but you might want to do some type of a tinted moisturizer, some type of a CC cream that's on the sheer side, something tinted. This is Beauty Counter Dew Skin. It's like skincare with a little tint in it. This is Thrive CC cream. It's a little bit thicker and it has a blurring in it. This is Complexion Rescue, really cooling, hydrating, hyaluronic acid, enough color to blend you out, but not really any coverage. And again, I don't recommend Maybelline to anyone anymore because they test on animals, but this is clean and it's really nice. And I wish they would stop testing on animals. I have turned so many women on to this BB cream. They make Fresh for normal to dry skin. They make one called Pure, which it's blue, and that's for oily skin. It comes in a lot of different shades, like this is light to medium. It just kind of evens you out. It even has an SPF of 30 in here, but just kind of evens you out and makes your skin look really, really pretty. I'm telling you, I'm so mad at Maybelline for testing on animals because that is really one of my favorite BB creams. And I bought this like a year ago, so you know, I still have it in my kit. I'm not gonna be crazy and throw things out. But anyway, okay, so here is what you wanna do. I always do eyes first on women in the chair because that way if I get messy, and usually I don't, like I just did my eyes and there is zero fallout, zero, because I'm really good. I use good brushes. I don't pick up too much. I'm good at blending. I'm not messy. I'm light-handed. So I do eyes first though, just in case I'm wanting to go fast and messy. That way I can clean it up and then do the skin. But here's what I use. I use... Sorry, I didn't have all this ready for you. Okay, I use the It CC cream. I have used this in my pro kit for 5 or 6 years now. Older women love it, young models. Ooh, the light's changing outside, so I apologize. I can put this on young models and they're like, what is that? And they'll take a screenshot. It's very pretty, it really is. I find the colors run a little deep. I think I'm gonna use fair. Normally I'm not fair in anything, but these run a little deep. These have an SPF 50 in them. These used to be considered cleaner, but they score a 5 on EWG because they have retinol palmitate in it. Retinol palmitate is not something you want on your skin during the day because when it reacts with sunlight, it's known to cause skin cancer and tumors in the skin. Again, for special occasion, I'm not too worried about this. I stopped using this every day because it doesn't fall on the clean category. This is not considered clean, but everything else in it is clean. It's just that retinol palmitate. If they got rid of retinol palmitate, this would be a very clean foundation. It's called a CC cream, but it's pretty heavy. And I'm gonna show you how I put it on my more mature skin because it's really pretty. I use it on everyone and everyone's very happy with it and it's very long wearing, especially now that I have this primer under it. This is my new favorite primer. I'm not a huge fan of primer on myself, but I am really impressed with this primer. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit, I take 1 pump, and that's, honestly, I rarely use an entire pump on a woman's face. And I'm gonna take the little brush, and we are only going into the face where we need coverage, okay? We don't need it everywhere, especially on mature skin. We always need some coverage. Ooh, my brush smells so good. Women always tell me, your brush smells so good. And I'm like, it's the brush cleaner, okay? We're gonna go through there. I always need coverage. I really don't need coverage on my forehead. I'm not gonna go into my forehead. My forehead is very even, and I do have a little bit of this Thrive Cosmetics CC blurring cream on, but I do like foundation through here. On mature skin and myself, which also is mature skin. Okay, so do you see how I kind of have it through the T-zone? I will put it on someone's forehead if they need coverage up there, but if they don't need coverage, I'm not gonna waste product and add more texture. Anytime you add products to the face, you're just adding more texture. And I get real bad texture here and here, so see how I avoid those areas? So I usually will take a latex-free sponge. On myself, I might use a beauty blender, but again, this is special occasion makeup, so I always have just disposable sponges. I can't even tell you how beautiful this is looking. And I might just kind of blend. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with my skin type, I am normal to dry. I have really nice skin for my age, but I do have sunspots. I don't have fillers. I don't have Botox. I don't have any type of I haven't done any laser work, although I would love to get some laser work. Okay? See that? Just a beautiful, I would say this is kind of normal, dewy to normal finish. They actually make an illuminating one that comes in pink that's really dewy. I don't find that that works on mature skin very well. Okay, now I'm not going around the eyes because I'm going to wait and do concealer. Okay, but I'm just like, I'm not going in this area because this is where I get a lot of texture. And if it's a good color match, we're not really gonna see that I avoided this area. We're not really gonna see that. I want you to see this close up. Do you see that coverage? That is just, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Bye Bye Pores. I use this on everyone because it has a blurring effect. It blurs the pores. And I'm only gonna go where I need powder. I don't go here because my 111s are so deep. I don't wanna make those look more pronounced. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go where I'm gonna put blush, right? Because I'm going to use a powder blush, and powder blends on powder, okay? This is how I do every single woman who sits in my chair. I'm very strategic where I put that coverage. And I will take a tiny bit of powder on my forehead, but then I'll spray it later. Okay, So that is absolutely gorgeous. You can see I don't have my concealer in yet, so I'm gonna put that on next. And I use the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. And this I think does score clean. I think it might score a 3 or a 4 on EWG. So this is gonna be light medium. You don't need much. It's always easier to go in with more than it is to subtract, right? And I'm going to take this tiny little bit, tiny, 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 tiny. The reason I love this brush, look at this, is because it kind of pounces it. It kind of pounces it into our little crinkles, our little texture. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Sometimes I'll go into the corner too because it kind of lifts. Look at that. Do you see the difference? Wow. I forgot how much I love this concealer. I haven't used it on myself in a long, long time. You know, so many companies send me concealers and I'm always buying concealers to test. And I will tell you, you know what else you can do is if you ever feel like that outer shadow or the outer wing is a little bit too pronounced, you can do this. And look, I just blurred that. Isn't that nice? And then I will take my finger and kind of press it in. Okay? And look at that. Look how lifted and pretty that is. And then I'll take a little bit more powder and I'm only gonna powder right here because I'm all crinkly out here. I don't want to add extra powder. And there you have it, okay? Now we're gonna go in with some, let's do blush. Should we do blush? I think we should do blush. I am going to do, I think I'm gonna do the NARS Orgasm blush. Sorry for the name, it just is what it is. It's a very pretty special occasion blush. I really like using it. It's kind of a warm pink with a gold shimmer in it. And remember, for mature women, we are gonna concentrate the blush going up. Okay, it's gonna lift the face. I'll put a little bit in the apple of the cheek. If they're like, I like a little in the apple, then I'll take a little bit in the apple, but really we're going up into the temples. See how that lifts? And see that? Do you see there's a highlight built into it? It's very pretty. Sometimes we have to be careful of highlighter on mature skin because it can enhance our little fine lines and all of the little crow's feet around our eyes. It can really enhance that. So if you have a blush where it's kind of built in. Now for a really, really oily client, I might use a different one. I might use a more matte blush, or I might use this and then that's their highlighter too. Like I won't go in with, look at that. Do you see that glow? So pretty. Okay, so that's so pretty. I love this. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the powder and just kind of blend any edges out. Okay, and I always try to get women to wear a pinch more blush than they're comfortable wearing because it does make a huge difference on camera. It really does. And I always like to go a little bit in the bridge of the nose. See, just a little bit of blush on the bridge of the nose. Then, wait, there's more. Then we're gonna take a bronzer. I like a matte bronzer. I don't want a shiny, shimmery bronzer on women. I'm gonna take a matte bronzer. This is the Thrive, what is this? Rhea, R-E-R-H-E-A, Rhea, I don't know. But anyway, this is where you're gonna go in to the temples. the top of the forehead, wherever the sun hits, right? Look at that. And now it's starting to kind of give a great dimension to the face and warm it up. I find most women have more color on their chest, but sometimes I'll take a little bronzer and go down their chest. I'll take a little bit on the nose, and then I'll kind of like do a little circular action on the outer cheek, maybe the jawline, and it just kind of like blends that blush into the skin. Take a little bit. Sometimes my neck is really light because I don't tan my neck. I always have a really high SPF, so I might take a little bit. Okay. Look, I even wore my hair up today, so I look a little special occasion, little tendrils. Okay, so there you have it. So that is the blush, all of that. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love how that concealer brightens my under eye. It lifts that outer corner. It blends that edge. We've got, either eye looks good, right? This is the more natural lady, and this is the more extra lady. But either one, I think, looks so good. Oh yeah, I mean, I love both of them, and I'm looking right now and I'm like, ooh, I don't know which one I like better. I really like both of them. Now, as far as pencils, you want to be really careful with mature lips. You don't want anything that's going to run. I find cheaper pencils will sometimes run into the lip lines, so you got to be real careful on mature lips. And I don't like a lip to be very, I don't like a line to be very sharp. I tend to do kind of, what is this color? Is this Whirl? Whirl is my favorite. I use Whirl on most women because it's just kind of like a little bit deeper than your lip color. Let's see if I can find it. Sorry, I did not have all of this ready for us. Nope. Oh my gosh, where is Whirl? I don't know where Whirl is. I hope I didn't leave it at my last job. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Whirl is so pretty. Look at this. It's like lip color. It's just beautiful. I use it on almost everybody. So I will do I overdraw lips just a little bit, not much, just a little. I don't like a harsh line on a woman. I don't think it's flattering. Okay, and I don't take it all the way to the corners because I don't like seeing that sharp line. I don't think it looks natural. You can even powder over it. You could always take a little bit of this and powder. Ladies, have your own lipstick. I am shocked at the women who sit in my chair and they're like, how will I touch this up? And I'm like, well, you don't have a lipstick on you? No. Have a lipstick on you. Have a lipstick on you. You know, or if you're not sure, then just buy something really light and pretty, but have a lipstick on you. Okay, I'm going to use Danessa Myricks. It's a beautiful palette. I use it a lot for special occasions. You know, obviously you're probably not going to go out and buy it, but the point is the colors. Do you see how these are real pretty wedding colors? So I think I'm going to use this kind of warm color right here. It's kind of a peachy rose, which kind of looks great with that. Do you see that NARS Orgasm? Do you see that gorgeous glow? That is so pretty. So, beautiful. And you know, put a little lip balm on before you get into the makeup artist chair. I mean, she's running behind. She's got so many people to do. She might not have lip balm to put on you right when you sit in the chair, but by the time she goes to do your lips, you have a nice, smooth, hydrating lip. Have a lip color on you, ladies, even if it's just like natural. That's gorgeous. That's like a peachy rose. That is absolutely gorgeous. And then what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of gloss and I'll go into the center of the lips, not way out here, but a little bit in the center just to highlight. But I'm not going to do that now because everyone knows how to put a gloss on. But have a pretty lipstick in your purse to keep with you, okay? So what do we think? I love it. I love this. You could even go in with some contouring if you were a little tiny bit heavier than you had planned on being for the wedding or special occasion. You could ask for a little contouring. I find powders are a little bit softer on a mature skin than like the big, you know, sculpting sticks. This is Kevin Aquan. Do you see how it's so grayish brown? It's very grayish brown. Normally I would have done this before. I'm not a huge fan of contour because I think it hollows out our face, and a lot of us don't want to look, we don't want our face looking hollowed out. It's great when you're young and you want to sculpt your face, and it's great if you're just a little bit overweight. Do you see how it creates a little bit of a cheekbone? It's great under the chin. It's great under the chin. I will often put this on women in my chair because a lot of women get a little bit of an overhang, and I will do the jawline for sure. But I'm real careful with cheeks. Unless someone is a little bit heavier than they wanted to be, I am real careful. Might do a little on the nose. Okay, because it really can hollow out the face, and that is not flattering. And you don't want to see it. If someone, it sometimes looks pretty from the front, look at that. But from the side, you can kind of see it. And I don't want to see contouring on people. I don't think it's flattering. Contouring is supposed to look like a natural shadow. It's not supposed to be this major makeup step where everyone can see your big sculpted line. You know, that's such an Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok thing. It's not how real makeup works in the real world. So I will not put contouring on very many women unless they ask, or unless I see a little bit of an overhang here and I want to knock that back. Do you see how that shadowy that is? It actually looks like a shadow and not like makeup. Okay? That's the only time I'll use contour. I could do a little bit on the nose if they ask, but I never want to assume someone wants contouring. And again, I want it to be really beautiful in person. So what do we think? Let me get real close up. Do you see how the skin looks pretty? Look at all my crinkles, but do you see how they're not? Let me see if it can focus on my eye. It's not focusing. Do you see how I don't look super crinkly? I just look like I have really blurred airbrush skin. And then we are going to take the Dermablend Look and Last. This is a setting spray that has 24-hour hold, okay? This got rave reviews. I used this on about 6 women the other day, and I was blown away with it. And when I went to do touch-ups, right before I left, when I went to do touch-ups, nobody needed a touch-up. Nobody. But if you are oily, let me give you one pointer. If you are oily, you are going to want to get a powder puff, and you're going to want to dip it in your powder, and you're going to press it into the T-zone where you get oily. I'm not oily, but then after you press it, then you're going to, it smells like rose. It's a really nice setting spray, and I was blown away with how well it worked, and it got incredible reviews, which is why I bought the Dermablend. I bought that with my own money, just so you know, and it worked wonders. I'm like, whoa, where has this been for the last several years in my life? I wish I had had that sooner. Okay, so there you have it. And you are the boss. You are the paying client. You get to tell the makeup artist how to do things. You get to tell her to be light-handed in your textured areas, or just sit down with a tinted moisturizer already on, and then just have her go into some areas with a little bit of coverage, okay? Make sure it's a pretty concealer and she's not caking it in that huge V pattern. Make sure she's not baking you with powder under the eyes. We do not bake over 30 or over 40. It's not pretty. I use the tiniest amount of powder right through here, and then I did a setting spray. It's gonna stay on. It's not going anywhere. Like even right now, it's not creasing. It's beautiful. And usually by now I'm already creasing, okay? You wanna pick a lipstick that you feel comfortable in. If you love corals, wear corals. If you love red, wear red. Wear something that you feel comfortable in. Don't let them talk you into a color you don't feel comfortable in. And you can get away with a really pretty color that's light and nude, but the bigger eye is gonna balance it. Even this eye, this is beautiful. I have on black lace today just to kind of resemble something special occasion. I feel beautiful. I would feel beautiful being in people's faces. I would feel beautiful at any event. I would feel beautiful in photo. So you get to tell the makeup artist how to do things. And if you wanna send this video to them first, depending how much they want your business, tell them this is how you want your makeup done, or take a screenshot. Look here, I'll hold still. Let's do this side, more natural. Screenshot. Let me look down. Screenshot. Let's do the fuller eye. Screenshot. Let me look down. Screenshot. Okay? Photos never miscommunicate. When you have a photo of the makeup you want, the makeup artist, even if they're young, can usually follow what you want. The most important thing is healthy skin. Don't forget to subscribe, please. It really helps grow my audience in this amazing community. Nothing in this video was given to me or sponsored. I paid for all of this 100%. And so what really helps me is as you like, as you comment, as you subscribe, that helps me. YouTube pays me for ads. And that way I don't have to be like this in all my videos going, buy this, because I don't want you to buy a powder unless you're out of powder. And if you're out of powder, buy a powder. I don't want you buying a new bronzer if you don't need a new bronzer. I mean that 100%. I want you to only buy what you are out of, what you need to replenish, what you maybe have never owned before. If you have 5 concealers, throw out the ones or return the ones that you hate that make you look old, but use up the ones that you like, and then you can always go out and buy more, okay? I don't make money on any of this. Now, sometimes I do, but I let you know. So I'm probably not going to put links below because I'm not making money on any of this, and some of it's Maybelline, and I really don't want to send people to Maybelline. The Dermablend is a Ulta, you know. I mean, just you know, I'm labeling everything as I talk about it, so I'm probably not putting links in these videos. These videos are not meant to sell product. These videos are meant to show you what to do, show you what to ask your makeup artist for, to educate, and to grow this channel. Let's do it. Subscribe, please. It really helps me, and I thank you so much. And once again, this video was your idea, so if you have great ideas that you want to see, put it in comments. I take it very seriously. Bye for now.